So with the first pregnancy, we were excited.
Yeah.
But then if you have been following our journey, you would know that I was diagnosed with incompetent cervix. So come second trimester, there's a high risk for me to lose my babies. So that's what happened last year. Our babies. Hi elenemfam.
What's happening, elenemfam?
Welcome back to another video. My name is Letho, also known as Akuma. So in today's video, we are sharing our pregnancy update. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button to join the Elenem fam. If you're returning to our channel, welcome again and thank you so much for your support. We love you and we appreciate you so much. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and check us out on our other social media pages. We have left the links on the description box. And this right here is my husband, who is going to introduce himself.
What's happening, Elenem fam? My name is Mr. Champ till I die, also known as Mr. Champ, child of God. It's never too late to change and know God, man. Is it to change or not God? And we are still waiting for the answer. But while we wait for the answer, welcome to our channel. As my wife has said, today we are talking about the pregnancy. So yeah, we were not hacked. The video that you saw last week was a real video. We are indeed pregnant. My wife is pregnant. I never feel really comfortable with saying we are pregnant.
We are expecting.
And I know feminists might say, no, you are not pregnant. She's pregnant. But yeah, we just wanted to confirm that, yes, we are expecting our baby number 2. So we're just going to be sharing on this video. What's the first thing? So we just want to confirm and whether the baby was planned or not. And also how it's been going, and also just to how different is it from the last pregnancy. Does she have a stitch again? So if you haven't watched a video, we were talking about our last pregnancy with Lulu, do check it out as well. So yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it, man.
So
first things first, let's thank the people actually.
Wow, thank you guys so much for your messages. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was sheesh. I think you tried responding to.
In fact, I think I responded to everyone. So if I haven't, sometimes YouTube does this thing where a comment will pop up and just says 4 months ago. So we always try to respond to all the comments that we receive. So if your comment was missed somehow, just know it wasn't intentional.
And we really do appreciate those positive comments. Like there's been positivity throughout, and also I think maybe you say it yourself, babe, like in terms of thanking the people that saw and still didn't announce the pregnancy for us.
Even if you saw us maybe in person and you didn't come to our YouTube channel to say, hey guys, miss you on YouTube, I saw you are glowing, you look nice, your pregnancy is what. You didn't mention anything on the comments, like when you saw us in person, whether it be at work or wherever. Even when you saw with the past videos that we posted, because we knew it was obvious. I remember the first video that we posted where I could see that people are gonna see. I sent it to our friend Loita. I was like, Loita, can you see anything? He's like, your friend, the more I watch the video, the bigger the bump gets. She was like, yo, it's getting bigger and bigger. And I was like, we're just gonna post it and hope that no one will try and announce on our behalf. And you guys did that, and we really appreciate it. Literally no one came and said, I'm seeing something.
Yeah, is there a bun in the
literally
oven?
No one tried it to even fish.
Like
no one was even fishing. So as much as we knew, especially the last one was just the other one was just too obvious, but no one tried to say anything. So we really do appreciate that.
Yeah, it's greatly appreciated. I mean,
Yeah.
we always come and, you know, as YouTubers, we always come and correct people. Do not comment on women's tummies
womb is my
and my
womb,
womb.
yeah.
Or stay away from my womb, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So with a community like this, I mean, we also have to point out the positives when we see them. So thank you so much, elenemfam. It really, really means a lot to us. And it means that we have people that really care about us.
Yeah, it's a safe space for us.
And people that we can trust.
Yeah.
So thank you, Elenem fam.
Yeah.
So was the
next one.
Was the baby is that where we're starting?
Was the
pregnancy planned? Guys, we are married. I think let's start there. So, and we were actually talking about it to say that should we even include this point?
But we were saying, how did we find out?
Yeah. So with was it planned?
Yeah, it was planned. The pregnancy was planned. We were planning to have our second child last year. Unfortunately, we did fall pregnant last year, and then we lost that pregnancy. Unfortunately, our second trimester. If you've been with us,
that was after Lulo, by the way.
After Lulo, yes.
Yeah,
so we had a second loss.
We didn't really talk about it.
Like we didn't tell anyone, hey?
Yeah, we didn't tell anyone because, you know, but we are actually, at some point, we are going to share just for someone out there that's experiencing the same thing. But at this present moment, we're not really trying to talk about it. Yeah. But because you are a family, we can just let you know that it did happen. And we just, at that point, we didn't really want to tell anyone because at some point you become the skepsa, like everyone is looking at you.
Shame, man, it happened again. And sometimes they don't even know what to say, like, yo, food.
Yeah.
So we just, like, we couldn't talk about it. We dealt with it our own way.
Yeah. So like the plan to with our kids, we really wanted them to be close in age, which is still like a possibility, where like they sort of become friends as they so that the gap is not too wide, you know, that they don't understand one another.
I know people are scared of 2 under 2s. We don't mind that. So in fact, Lula will be 3 now. So with the first pregnancy, we were excited. Yeah. But then if you have been following our journey, you would know that I was diagnosed with incompetent cervix. So come second trimester, there's a high risk for me to lose my babies. So that's what happened last year. Our babies. So we lost another baby girl. So the first baby that we lost, it was a girl. And the one that we lost
in between,
and then we got Lulo. So we lost Nalu, the first child that we lost, and then we got Lulo, and then we lost Amanda. Last year, and and then there's this one. So while we talk about these things on YouTube, we also are trusting God, because someone might be saying, hey, is it a good idea to share on YouTube and stuff? We do trust God, you know, that He will actually carry us through. Therefore, that's not really like a big concern, because while we're going through this journey, we also want someone, because we know, I mean, I've always said that, you know, the Bible does say that while you're going through something, just know that you're not the only one. Some other, like your other brothers out there, they also going through the same thing. Therefore, I mean, if you can be encouraged by us sharing this story, therefore that's what's going on. So basically, and there's also like a lady that also commented on our previous video to say she just had an ectopic pregnancy. You know, like there are people like this who will also be encouraged. We are also encouraged when you see people's stories where they're sharing where they've had like successful. I didn't expect to feel so emotional, but anyway. Like, we are also encouraged when we see people that have had like successful pregnancies after like facing difficulties from whether conceiving or just carrying the baby to term. So I don't think we should. I think the devil works nicely in the dark, in silence, where we don't share these things, and you feel like you're the only one. But knowing that you're not the only one who's going through a difficult time gives you courage to see someone who has gone past that difficult time. So also when I'm like checking other people's stories who have an incompetent cervix, and they say, no, I actually carried to term and my baby's here, even Lulo, and you're just having Lulo around, it's also a testimony on its own.
Oh, that was actually very good, babe. So yeah, basically the pregnancy was planned. And in terms of how it's going with the restrictions, this time around also I do have the stitch. So I did have to get a stitch. I'm just beginning of the second trimester to make sure that we don't lose this one. It's very difficult. It's a very challenging pregnancy, but it's better than the last time. We changed doctors, so this doctor is more relaxed, so we don't have any. She didn't give us any restrictions, she just said take it easy, and then she said work from home, make sure no have sex,
sorry, I don't know why I'm acting like a child.
I mean, you're pregnant. You didn't just get pregnant.
So obviously when you're at the office, you can't be lifting your feet up every now and then, or lying down during lunch. So those are the things. But we're having sex. How's our sex life?
It's just to a formality and to just get rid of the urgent stuff. Because I mean, we are able to go on for like 3 weeks without any.
But we haven't got 3 weeks.
I'm sure we have, babe.
Really?
I'm sure we have. You know, because, but I mean, I don't really want to go into it. But I remember that there was a time when it had been long, and then we tried. And then I think when we tried, then you said there was some discomfort. And then after the discomfort, so I sort of stayed away. I try and just prepare my mind to say, no, what, maybe it's gonna be, this one is gonna be 2 weeks, because also it's scary when there's some discomfort or there's something like suspected in infection or something like that, because once you feel anything after you've engaged, then you almost regret while it happened.
Yeah, that's true.
So what we try and do, we don't do it for fun, guys. It's literally just, and it mustn't be long. It must be
deep.
It must not be deep. It must be straight to the point, not too deep. And
not be turning me around or like
straight to the point. Just how it's supposed to be. And and get out of the way.
When I think about our sex life, it's like when I think of older people, how they do it, it's just like
and that's that. But it's better than the other time when there was nothing happening. But it's still uncomfortable because you feel, like I said, like the moment you feel or you mentioned that there's some discomfort, then we start thinking about it. So we try and stay away from it.
Few weeks you also felt the stitch.
I don't know if it was in my mind or what, but it felt like there was a stitch. So and in terms of there's no exercising.
No exercising at all.
Even at the malls, but also with our knowledge now, we don't really depend on the doctor much. We also know like step count. I mean, there's step counters now, so you know that beyond this, you should not be walking around. And we're taking it easy,
very easy.
And we are still trusting God, man, because God is still on the throne. He's the one that has the last say. That's one thing that we know.
So, like, how did we? I think the next one is, how did we find out?
Oh, that question. It usually is a video on YouTube. Guys, we don't really have like a wild and wonderful story on it. We just had sex and God intervened.
Took the test.
But I remember when because this time around you were taking the test alone. And I think I was fine, because there was a time when I wasn't really fine with you taking tests alone. I wanted to be there and stuff. But then understanding how, Actually, as much as we thought we were going to brush over this, maybe it is something worth mentioning.
Talk about, yeah.
Because I mean, I remember the frustration that you would have, you know, trying to fall pregnant again, and then the test is negative. Therefore, I can imagine if I have to be there all the time that you want to take a test, because sometimes you just be sitting there. Yeah, but I'm just saying also, you know, certain things are not always planned. Like let's say you are just sitting in our room and I'm here, and then you've got a pregnancy test because you always had like a test that was sitting there. Like if you're sitting there and you're thinking, actually, I think I missed my period for whatever reason, you can just easily go into the bathroom, take a piss and and check without involving me. So which is why I was like, you know what, actually I'm not really fussy about it, just do your thing. So
I think also another thing with me not involving you this time around is because I wasn't really waiting that much for my period to be that late, because you know when you are trying sort of this, I don't know if I was desperate to be pregnant, especially after the loss. So I'll be like, I wanna know now.
Yeah.
You know, like when
or
like
you wouldn't wait like
for my periods to be 5 days late.
Yeah.
They will be like 1 day late, and my periods are very irregular. So I'll just check. I'm like, yo, maybe this is it. And then I'll check, and I'm like, the Lord test again the next day. Next day. So imagine if I have to call you and be like,
exactly. So so I remember the time. I can't remember what I was busy with. And it's one of the things. I'm glad, because there are times when you are calling me and I'm busy, and then sometimes I would not be able to come through. But on that day, I was able to come. And then as much as I was still busy with something, you kept on like I can't remember, but you really.
And then I called you, you didn't hear me, and then Uncle told you, and then where's I thought he said drawing needed test. So now we're just sharing how I shared with him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, there's something I want to show you. And I'm like, good look. I can't find it now. I can't find it. Singapore Lululel. And then one goes, I noticed, is it a pregnancy test?
Yeah. Because I knew you had been testing. We are not fools.
So I checked it,
and then you checked and you found it.
Yeah.
It was an emotional one, you know, every time, man, because it's a mixture of joy and also a beginning of an anxiety as well. Because look, it doesn't matter if you're a prayer warrior or what, but with those kind of experiences, you ask yourself, okay, what does this mean now? Are we going to be going through the same thing again? You know, so it was a mixed bag of feelings. I didn't know, but I remember it was emotional. Obviously, I cried, and that's really how we found out.
So excited though, even though like we knew the risk and everything, but we're happy that we've been given another chance, because like we understand that some people, it's even hard for them to fall pregnant. So with us, the fact that we're able to fall pregnant, I think we fall pregnant futures. Okay, let me not mention the months, but we fall pregnant soon. But we were very happy about that.
And we don't take it for granted that we are able to conceive. Like we are saying, like if there's someone out there that's really struggling with pregnancy, or there's a couple that's really struggling with our prayer goes out to you, man, that God is gonna intervene. And we do understand that these things happen. Let's also put our trust in God and never lose faith that it is gonna happen. Let's just keep on trusting God to come through for you. And before we share whether Lulo is ready or is away, just make sure that you please click on the subscribe button, so that you can see more content that feels like a family. More content like this, click on the subscribe button so that we can grow this channel. And also, please just make sure that you like the video. We are trying to get to 30K by when?
End of the year?
Yeah, but that's a low bar, like, because I mean we're on 24 now.
Yeah.
So but end of the year. Guys, we're just trying to get to 30K. That's our next target now.
I wanted to say, the past few videos we've been getting people like giving us thanks, and we like say 14 rand. Oh my God, it's so amazing. It feels like, you know, people really value our channel. And then some people have been like pushing to say, let's watch ads.
Yes.
And it's like, actually we've been seeing also with AdSense.
Yeah.
So we are gonna get paid again. So we know it's you guys watching ads, and then those that have been donating. It's the offering. So it doesn't matter the amount. It's just like you saw our content and you saw value in it,
and you thought it was worth your money.
Like anything that you do for our channel, it's much appreciated. Whether you press the thanks button, you subscribe, you tell your friends to subscribe, you share it on your status, on your WhatsApp status, you spread the word.
Thank you. So in terms in terms of Lulo, is Lulo away?
Lulo, my husband doesn't want to talk about it with Lulo.
It's a gents understanding. So I leave it as though it's the mother's fault, and then I'm not the bad guy.
So because I have a feeling Lulo is gonna think this baby is just my baby. When the baby's here, it's like, mommy has another baby. Let me just stick to daddy. But he is aware. I've been telling him. So at first he used to ask me, "Is mommy full? Is mommy full?" I'm like, "No, mommy's not full. There's a baby in mommy's tummy." So if you watched, our pregnancy announcement, he does say like towards the end, "There's a baby in mommy's tummy." A baby brother or a baby sister. So he says that a lot. And the other day he was lying down on my tummy, and I was like, "Oh, you are sleeping with baby in mommy's tummy?" He's like, "No, mommy loves Lulo." So I don't know what that means.
And Lulo is baby.
And then he says, "And Lulo is baby." I'm like, okay. So we will see. But I feel like he won't be shocked when the baby comes, because I think we'll just explain to him that this is the baby that was in the tummy, so the baby is now outside.
For me, I don't know. I don't know where to start, so I'm just leaving that up to the mother.
Do you feel bad or what?
Not really. I don't know how much we can tell him. I mean, you've been telling him, also. And the thing is, the baby is with you at the moment, so I think it makes sense that you the one that explains. But maybe we'll see. I mean, if you have a way or you're a professional, you can always just let us on the comment section how it's done. Like, how do you prepare the baby for the other baby, for a sibling that is coming, so that they don't feel like you no longer love them, because that's another thing that might happen. But we'll see. I mean, we'll share as we go along as well in terms of how he reacts when the baby is here.
Some people even suggest that the baby brings a present for the older sibling. So I don't know if that would work, but we'll try.
Let's do that. I mean, if it doesn't work, it's still fine.
We say this is from the baby tummy.
And then in terms of what we're gonna be sharing going forward. So there's a way that you actually said it so nicely, babe, to say that we're not gonna be making this pregnancy a point of focus in terms of the content that we're gonna be producing, like what we're gonna be sharing on YouTube. We do believe that pregnancy is a sacred thing. As much as we want to share with our community, as much as we want to bring hope to those that are maybe at this present moment have less hope, we also don't want to make this a center of attention. So we're not going to be making so much content around the pregnancy. Like the gender reveal, it might just happen. Maybe there's not going to be a video for
there's
gender
not going to be like pregnancy specific videos, but we're not going to be like hiding our journey.
It's not
so
a secret.
It might just pop up maybe in one of the vlogs, and then maybe we're going to the doctor, and then maybe the doctor reveals the gender, and then it will just be there as part of the vlog. We may be talking here, sitting down, and then we're talking about the plans that we have for the baby, but the main video won't be about the baby.
And don't now get clever and look at the dress and think that this is a gender reveal, because someone might just be sitting here and saying, "Oh, they said they're not going to do a gender reveal." But could this be a gender reveal?
It might be part of the sit downs or the if maybe you watched the announcement, maybe the gender reveal is on the thumbnail. Maybe you didn't see that, but we're not saying anything. But we might be. It's not going to be a secret. We are also planning to vlog the birth. It's also just for ourselves to have it there. So yeah, we're not gonna censor the channel over the pregnancy.
Yeah, we're not trying to monetize
The pregnancy,
yeah, no.
but we just wanted to share with our community how things are, and this is probably the only pregnancy video that you're gonna see. Yeah.
But I mean, we're still gonna be shooting content.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's like we normally do.
Yeah. And we're not gonna be acting like we are not expecting. Yeah. So it's just gonna be normal videos. Yeah.
Yeah, elenemfam, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you click on the notification bell
so that you get notified every time we post.
May your neighbors respect you.
Troubles neglect you.
May your friends,
family embrace you.
Now I wanted to put friends now.
Oh, okay.
And I did practice. Okay. May your friends see you.
Okay, should I say family embrace you then?
Yeah.
Family embrace you.
And then we say, God bless you.
God bless you.
So I too. Okay, let's do it again.
The thing is, you practiced alone. Okay, yeah.
May your neighbors respect you.
Troubles neglect you.
Friends see you.
Family embrace you.
And God bless you. And may your shame and pain be shame pain.